Hello, besties, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, Bestie. This is the podcast that is as bubbly as your favorite glass of champagne and as cozy as a chat with your best friend. And I am your host, Maryland, here to spill the tea on everything from relationships to self care to life, love, and all the adventures in between. So get ready with me to laugh, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. Grab your headphones, bestie, and your favorite beverage because we are about to dive deep into the world of self growth, self discovery, and a whole lot of fun. So, without further ado, here's my next episode. Hello, loves, and welcome back to another episode. I hope that you are all enjoying this nice weather that we've been having lately. If you live in a warm area, oh, I envy you right now because here in the New Jersey area is very cold already, and me as a tropical girl, I'm not made for this weather. So I've been trying to stay warm and keeping my skin hydrated because the cold weather is not very good for the skin. And speaking of which, today we are going to be talking about some of those things that women should prioritize. And I came across this meme online that I always like to share whenever I see it because it really help us put things into perspective. And it says, if I ask you to name all the things that are important to you, how long will it take you to mention yourself? And think about that for a minute. When people ask something like that, what is important to you? What are the things that are important to you? Do you really mention yourself in that list? Do you consider to putting yourself in your priority list? Probably not. Because unfortunately, women are raised to not think about themselves in that way, not to put themselves first in that way. We are raised to take care of everything and everybody else first, right? Although I am seeing a little change in that perspective because thanks to social media, there's so much more women who are sharing powerful messages to empower, to encourage women to spread a different message. But if you are raised by people with an old school mentality, or if you probably are from a different culture, you know that women are raised to take care of the family, take care of their husbands, take care of their kids, do everything. We're like the superheroes with no capes, and we tend to forget that we are also important, that we also need to prioritize ourselves, that we need to take care of ourselves because we have needs that only us can do anything about. Okay. So today I want to focus on five of those priorities and five of those needs that we as women should be prioritizing in our lives. And this is regardless of our age. It's very important that we take charge of ourselves and put things that are important for us in priority. And those things are first, and they're not in any particular order of importance, but you can put them in your own order of importance for yourself because we all are different. We all have different priorities, but they are all important. So The first one that I want to talk about is prioritizing mental health. We are definitely in need of putting our mental health in check. There's so many things, so many circumstances in our lives that can directly affect our mental health. Stress, family issues, sickness, relationships, jobs, the economy, the pandemic, friendships, so many things, traumas that we have from our past or that we're dealing currently. So, mental health is the foundation of having an overall well being and balanced life. And it encompasses the emotional, the psychological, and social well being. So, prioritizing our mental health allows us women to manage stress much better. We all going to be exposed to stress no matter what. Stress is part of our lives, and there's good stress and bad stress. So with a good mental health balance, we can cope with the challenges that we're going to face in life, and it will help us to build resilience. A good mental health will also contribute to better relationships, because if we're not in check, if we are depressed, if we are dealing with a lot of unmanaged mental breakdowns, it's going to affect our relationships. It's also going to affect how we make decisions. It's also going to affect how we feel about life in general, how satisfied we are with life in general. So, taking good care of our mental health will definitely reduce the risk of developing disorders that can become a health problem, and also help you to have a much more positive mindset. And what things can we do to improve or take care of our mental health? For example, we need to check ourselves regularly, do our own introspection, our own self-checkings, take time to assess regularly, how are you feeling, your mental well-being, reflect on your emotions, reflect on your stress levels and how your mood is overall. Check yourself. You know yourself better than anybody else. So you should know when things are not feeling or not going very well in that department. And if you're feeling some type of way, if you're feeling like you need support, you should seek for that support. That support can be from friends, family, and professionals. You definitely should not hesitate to reach out whenever you need that help. Another good way to keep our mental health in check is through practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques. A lot of us don't use these tools that are easily accessible. You can definitely do meditation, yoga, relaxation techniques, deep breathing exercises. There's tons of information online that you can follow. You can watch videos, for example, on YouTube for meditations and guided meditations as well. You can learn techniques that can help you release your stress, to keep you grounded, keep your mind at ease. There's many, many tools out there, easily accessible, that we can use. We all have a smartphone for the most part. All of us have a smartphone phone that we can use at any time. We can do it at a break of our jobs. We can do it while we're going to the bathroom. We can use it before going to sleep. There's many tools that are really easily accessible at our fingertips through our phones that we can use to help us to keep ourselves grounded and to help us release some of the stress that we are. You can even have a therapist online. There's an app that a lot of people use that they get therapy without having to leave their homes through their phones. Like right now, there's so much technology and so many tools available that there shouldn't be any reason or any excuse for us not to get the help and the tools that we need to help us work with our mental health and mindfulness. Okay. So, the next thing that we should definitely put in our priority list is our self worth. And unfortunately, this is something that I also believe that most women are not taught how to put themselves first, how to love themselves, how to prioritize themselves, and how to see the value on them. Um, and the self-worth is important, super important for everybody, not just women, but for everybody. But we're talking about women right now. Self-worth is the belief in one's own value and abilities, and without needing any external validation. So in other words, is how you feel about yourself. What do you believe about yourself without anybody else's opinion and approval? See? And when we prioritize our self worth, we are more likely to have strong boundaries, make choices that align with our values, and also resist societal pressures, meaning that we can stand for ourselves, that we know exactly the things that we don't want and we are not going to put up with because they're not aligned with who we are, with what we know that we deserve, what our values are, without having to succumb to pressure because we are super 100% sure about ourselves and our values. Having a strong sense of self worth is very positive and influences our self esteem, our confidence, and the sense that we have of empowerment. When you believe in yourself, when you know that you're worthy, that you're capable of achieving and accomplishing things in life, you feel this sense of empowerment that nobody can take away from you. And when we have this, it's very hard for somebody to come and tell us otherwise. And sometimes this happens when we are in toxic relationships that we have a lack of self-worth, and then we have somebody in our life that is constantly telling us that we're not worthy, that we're not good enough, that we're this, that we that, and we start believing them because our self-worth is not strong enough. And when it's not, it's very easily for us to fall prey of people who will take advantage of that, who will manipulate us, who will hurt us. And that's why I say this is so important for women to have a very strong sense of self worth. And some of the ways that we can work on building that is through positive affirmations. Uh, I like to read positive things in the morning, start my day with positive affirmations. One of my favorite ones is, I'm open to receive all the forms of abundance the universe has for me. And I say this with my arms wide open, okay? Um, so that I can receive every form of abundance that can come in many ways. It can come in good conversations. It can come in meeting new people. It can come in having a great day at work. It can come in meeting somebody special, having a special meal. Anything that is positive that will make my heart happy is welcome, right? Start your day with positive affirmation to reinforce your self-worth and your capabilities. You can say things like, I am worthy. I am loved. I am strong. I feel, and I have this, if you ever see my pictures, I have that tattoo on one of my arms, the words I am, because I feel and I strongly believe that those are the two most powerful words that you can say out of your mouth. I am holds so much power, because everything and anything that you say after I am is what you believe about yourself, is what your self-worth is showing to the world. So make sure that anything and everything that you say after I am is positive about yourself. It reflects who you are. Don't say nothing negative about yourself after using the words I am. I am strong, I'm beautiful, I am capable, I'm going to do this, I can. All of that stuff is always important to be positive. And we're not talking here about toxic positivity, which is another term that has popped up in the last few years. Because let's be real, you can be positive 100% of the time. There's times that things are not going the way we want it, or we're going through difficult moments. We all do. That's part of life. But just because you are going through a positive negative situation, or something difficult is happening, that doesn't need to mean that your entire life revolves around that, or that everything is negative. We have to have a balance of what's real and it's difficult, and also what it means to have a positive mindset. Even during the difficult situations, it's important to have a positive outlook, to trust that things will get better, to look for the cup half full instead of half empty, to see other things that are around us that are also important and are much more positive. um it's important that we set boundaries. Learn to say no. Oh my God, no is a complete answer. No is a complete sentence. We need to be able to say no without feeling bad about it. We need to learn how to say no without feeling pressure about saying different. We need to be able to establish clear boundaries to protect our time, to protect ourselves, to protect our energy. And I'm yelling right now because Lord knows how difficult it is for us women to say no to many, many things, because we are conditioned. We are conditioned to say yes, to be a good girl, to always comply and put ourselves last. No, we need to say no a lot more often. And also, we need to be able to celebrate ourselves. We need to be able to celebrate our achievements. We need to be able to acknowledge our achievements and say it proudly out loud. We need to be able to celebrate ourselves, no matter how small the achievement or the accomplishment is. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. You did something good today, celebrate it. You did something that it was incredibly amazing, celebrate it. Every little thing that you feel proud of, celebrate it. Celebrate it. You can even celebrate it by yourself if you don't have anybody at the moment to say it to. Share it on your social media, celebrate it with your friends. Go out, take yourself to do something nice, whatever you need to do. But celebrate yourself because this will boost your confidence and your self esteem. And it's something that is so important, really is. Now, let's talk about another one that is very important, and it's about skincare, honey. Oh, yes. I am a big, big fan of skincare, especially after a certain age. I've been very, very religiously focused on my skincare because we're not getting any younger. I mean, every day we age, no matter if you're 15 or 65, every day we grow older. And as we grow older, our skin changes and our skin needs changes also. So the sooner you start with a routine, the better. Skincare is not just about physical appearance, it's also about self care and self love. I mean, our skin is the biggest organ that we have in our body. Our skin keeps everything together. We have our skin exposed to the elements, to the cold, to the heat, to the sun, to the wind, to the water, you know, and we need to start caring for it a little more because it is important. A healthy skin will also contribute to your positive self image. It will boost your confidence because when you look good, you feel great, honey. You know it. That's how it is. The better you look, the better you feel. So we start by their skin, having a very specific skincare routine according to your needs, according to your age, according to your goals is very important. And nowadays, everything is so accessible, like I say. You can buy anything under the sun online. You don't even have to go shop around in the stores. You don't, before we didn't know what was good. Now we can just Google it or ask. There's so many beauty influencers out there that you can follow that are in your age range or in your ethnic range or that you love, that you can learn from. I've been learning so much through following women on social media. I have learned about skincare, I learned about hair, I have learned about makeup. I learned a lot of stuff from so many influencers. It's amazing. So yeah, skincare is so important. And it's also relaxing, like I came to a point in my life that no matter what is happening in my life, no matter how long my day has been, how freaking tired I am, I do not skip my skincare routine. Okay? Because it helps me feel relaxed. It helps me to feel beautiful. Okay? So, hydration and nutrition. You should always maintain your hydration. You should always eat well. You should protect your skin from the sun because the sun is not our friend. Use sunscreen to protect your skin. Don't be going to the beach every day or multiple times a month. I mean, I know some of you are really freaks of the beach, but girl, the beach is going to give you premature aging. So, you can go to the spa. I go to the spa once a month, get my facial done. I have tons of products that I use in the morning, at night. If you need some professional care, go to the clinic, go to a medical spa. do anything that is within your budget, within your reach. There's a lot of good stuff that you can buy on Amazon online that is not expensive and is very good for your skin. So this is something that we should all prioritize. And career, our career goals, don't put them for last. We definitely need to put our career and our professional development in priority, because it's something that is part of our achievements in our personal life and part of our personal goals. It will give you a sense of purpose and direction in life. you know Having a good education, having a good career goal for yourself. Put things in your bucket list and go check those things that you have to accomplish. Set personal goals that will give you life satisfaction, makes you feel that you are accomplishing those things that you want to accomplish in your life, and nobody can take none of that for you, okay? Nobody can take that away from you. Right now, I'm 49. I'm still doing my master's degree, finishing, because I started many years ago and I didn't finish it due to personal circumstances. And now I said, fuck it, I'm going to go back. It's hard as hell because now I have a job, no more enough time. I have a life and it's tiring, but I'm doing it because it's, for me, it's a personal satisfaction thing. Create a bucket list of all those things that are important for you to do. Work on your time management and put things that are in your life as a priority in order of importance for you, and go and do it. So in summary, before we finish, prioritizing your mental health, prioritizing your self worth, prioritizing your skincare, prioritizing your personal goals and your career development. It is not only essential for your individual well being, but also contributes to a more empowered and balanced you and as a society in general, because women need to invest in themselves to be better equipped to navigate life's challenges, to pursue their aspirations, and to contribute meaningfully to their communities. When you are a better woman, you contribute better to your society, to your family, to your friend circle. It's like everything is connected. Your mental health, your emotional well being, how you see yourself, all of these things are important for you as an individual, and also will reflect how you interact with the world. How do you contribute to the world? How do you become part of your community, of your circle? Because the more confident you are, the more well grounded you are, the more you want to do, the more you want to be part of things, you know, and it makes you a better person. It definitely does. It is important, mamacita, that you put yourself first, that you feel that you are fulfilling your life, that you are fulfilling your life purpose, that you're feeling emotionally and mentally balance, that you feel beautiful, that you feel well taken care of, that you feel that you are doing the things that make you happy and give you sense of purpose and makes you feel glowing and beautiful. Because mamacita, I promise you, nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. Nobody can take away all of those things from you because they're yours, and nobody has the power to take them away. So work on that. Work on yourself. Put yourself first. And when the next time somebody asks you to name the things that are important to you, make sure that you mention yourself when you start saying what is on that list. And this is going to be all for today, my loves. I appreciate you. I love you. And if there's anything that you would like me to discuss, please feel free to leave me a comment. And I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Talk Bestie. Until next time, tada. Thank you so much for tuning in to another fabulous episode of Let's Talk Bestie. I am your host, Maryland, and I really hope that you enjoy the insights and the information that I share with you in this episode. If you loved what you heard, please don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember that sharing is caring, so share the podcast with your besties and spread the love. Let's connect on social media. You can find me on Instagram as Meryland CC and on Facebook as Otros 20 Pesos. We can share thoughts, stories, and you can also suggest topics for the future episodes. I would love to hear what you have to say. Remember, life is better with your bestie by your side. So, until next time, we'll talk again.